Just be yourself is a common piece of advice that can keep you away from lots of happiness. It can even stand in the way of you meeting the love of your life. In this info, we will explain why, and we will show you a better way forward. Check it out. Hey all teen voices out there! We all get words of wisdom from other people in the form of simple expressions and sayings. These are often repeated to us by many people. Therefore, we tend to believe that they must be true. Some of these expressions are really good and form great guidelines for life. Others may not be totally true, but they still give us power and hope, and therefore make us stronger. For example, every cloud has a silver lining, or anything is possible if you just believe. But there are also some expressions that actually are bad for us to listen to and follow. If we want to grow in life, we simply need to unlearn these phrases. One of the most common is, just be yourself. Now, the idea behind this saying is good. What people really want to say is that you should be proud of who you are, love yourself, and not think too much about what other people think about you. That's all good. The problem here is that the phrase actually doesn't say anything from what I just mentioned. So why is just be yourself bad advice? Number 1, you are a work in progress. Just be yourself indicates that your whole personality is already fixed and finished and will not change. That is not true. In fact, the opposite is true. One of the things you can be sure of is that changes will happen in your life. The situation around you will change. People around you will change. You will learn more and you will experience more, and that will make you change, hopefully for the better. Number 2, progress is based on trying new ways. Just be yourself assumes that by continuing to do what you've always done, you might actually reach your goals one day. That is not how life works. Someone once said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Yes, progress comes from trying new things out, so make sure you are open for that. Number 3, justification of bad behavior. Just be yourself is also dangerous because it assumes that whatever you do today is you and nothing that you can change or should be responsible for. In its darkest form, it would even justify terrible actions of violence. Number 4, growth is a key to passion in life. Just be yourself indicates that personal growth isn't needed. Many interesting people who have lived to be really old say that one of the reasons they have stayed alive and attentive so long is curiosity and willingness to learn something new every day. Yes, continuous growth is a key to passion in life. Okay, so what should we do instead of just being ourselves? Well, you're always yourself. I mean, what else can you be? You are stuck with yourself. But what you want to be is a person that constantly is learning and trying to improve in life. What you want to do is try to become the best person that you can be, to reach your full potential, and to learn how to build the life you want to have. In other words, you want to improve yourself all throughout your life. And don't expect it to happen easily or overnight. Improvements take time. Look, for example, at someone like the world's greatest basketball player. Do you think he became so good without hard work for a long time? No. So why do so many people tell you to just be yourself? Well, this happens because they have heard this phrase for their entire life. Therefore, they assume it must be good advice. And this advice is especially common when people talk about how to behave in love situations and when trying to find a life partner. This is sad because it can actually keep you away from the love that you deserve. Most people seem to believe that love just happens. You may have heard things like,
you just have to be patient, and eventually you'll meet someone who's right for you.
Or,
and if it doesn't work out between you two, then it wasn't meant to be.
All this assumes that there is nothing you can do when it comes to love. You should just be yourself and let things happen. But that is not true. Attraction is actually hardwired into our brains, and studies show that men and women have certain general preferences they look for in a partner. Therefore, attraction is actually possible to predict and also to help create. Yes, it is true that some of these preferences are genetic, such as height and facial features, but many others are things that you can change to be more attractive. In other words, by improving yourself and growing as a person, you can also learn how to become more attractive, just like you can learn and get better at any other thing. And even when in a relationship, it's important to keep growing, keep learning, and become better at understanding your partner and yourself. So forget the passive just be yourself advice and instead start learning more about attraction and relationships. We have lots of infos about just that for you. Yes, it's now up to you. Either you stay passive and hope for a change, or you get active and learn more about these important life issues. This is about you and who you want to be. And you deserve to be the best and most attractive person that you can be. Don't follow the just be yourself advice. Instead, get into action and learn how to be your best self. That's all for now. Be good to each other out there.